Are you looking for the best running shoes? In this video, we will look at some of the 5 best running shoes on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. ASICS Nova Blast 5. The ASICS Nova Blast 5 is our go-to all-around running shoe. For daily mileage, it's comfortable, plush, and enjoyable. For faster running, the resilient FF Blast Max Foam has a bouncy energy return, and the rocker geometry helps keep things rolling. Mid/4-foot runners will likely love the Trampoline 4-foot, which gives great cushioning and a fun pop. This version of the Nova Blast is a little more optimized for daily comfort than the previous model, happiest at easy to moderate paces, but we still have enjoyed small doses of 5K pace training in this shoe. If you're after a speed trainer, the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 is awesome, for pushing the pace. The lightweight and breathable upper of the Nova Blast 5 is comfortable and well designed to provide a good fit for many runners. The versatility in fit, ride, and performance is what makes this such an easy recommendation for many road runners. Tester Nathaniel Bailey notes, "The new Nova Blast is a bouncier ride that easily picks up the pace. Its traction is better than the V4, and I love it from relaxing jogs to speedy workouts." Not to mention, this shoe punches well above its price point. As with the last version, the Nova Blast 5 struggles with traction. It's significantly improved from the last model, with a tackier AHAR low rubber and increased coverage. Still, it's not the best choice for runs on slick surfaces, although we've used it in the ice and snow of Montana winter training. Overall, this is a comfortable, fun, and versatile shoe. It's the best all-arounder we've tested, and it sits at a great price point. For runners who only want one shoe, this is a solid choice. It also slots well into a rotation of shoes for easy to moderate runs. If you want a fun and reliable training partner, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better option. Runners who value that versatility but need more support might want to consider the Saucony Tempest 2, which is a fun and reliable stability trainer. Number 2. Saucony Endorphin Speed 4. If your running involves regular doses of faster paces, we think the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 is the perfect shoe for you. It's one of the few options out there that truly can handle any type of run. Thanks to the responsive Perrin PB foam, a moderate 4-foot rocker, and a nylon plate, the Speed 4 gets after it in workouts while remaining comfortable enough for long, easy miles. Our lead tester said, "This Endorphin Speed is a quiver killer. It easily carried me from speed training to race day to recovery runs." The upper is comfortable, and Saucony updated this version with a fit that should work for more runners. While it's not as responsive as a super shoe, or as expensive, the Speed still boosts your pace while offering far more comfort than a typical race shoe. We love it for fast runs, either as an option in our shoe rotation or as a single shoe lineup for folks aiming for speed. If you're chasing your next PR, this is the shoe we most recommend for you. We really don't have any issues with this shoe other than price. It's not the cheapest option, but in fairness, no other shoe in our lineup offers such a great balance between performance and comfort. Compared to previous iterations of the Speed line, this one feels approachable and stable but still quick. It's great for runners who only have one shoe and like to pick up the pace. If you're super shoe curious but not ready to spend that much, the Speed 4 will make a perfect companion for your training block, and it's one that you can wear all the way across the finish line. If you want the next level up, the Saucony Endorphin Pro 4 has a carbon plate with an aggressive feel to bump you over the finish line on race day. But if you're after a high-performing, versatile trainer to help you ramp up your speed, this is your shoe. Number 3. New Balance Fuel Cell Propel V5. If you're hunting for a good deal and a comfortable shoe, the New Balance Fuel Cell Propel V5 is worth your consideration. These shoes are ideal for the easy to mid-paced runner who doesn't care too much to pick up the pace. Much of what we love about these shoes is the landing comfort. New Balances incorporates their fuel cell midsole for a smooth landing, time and time again. We appreciated this version's more energetic midsole foam. Though these aren't the most stable shoes in our lineup, this plate adds the necessary stiffness to the plush midsole. We took these shoes on many outings and found they performed best on casual, long runs. Plus, the lightweight upper kept our feet cool on warm days. Nathaniel Bailey, our lead tester, said, "These shoes were very comfortable during my runs. I appreciate the well-made upper and strategic cushioning. The Fuel Cell Propel V5 isn't without its limitations. They weigh in at 10.52 ounces per shoe, US 10.5. This makes them one of the heavier shoes in our lineup. If you are after the lightest shoe, the Saucony Kinvara 15 is far lighter and offers even more responsiveness, though less landing comfort. The Kinvara can also currently be easily found for sub-$100 prices, making them a great budget buy that our women's team loves. While the Propel is thicker and bouncier than the Kinvara, its TPU plate provides stiffness but hampers stability over loose and uneven surfaces. If you need reliable performance on gravel roads, consider a sturdier option near the same price point, like the Puma Velocity Nitro 3, or one of the limited sizes still available of the version 2, if you happen to wear size 12 or larger. However, for most casual runners, this shoe is a worthy contender, especially at its current discounted rate. Number 4. Saucony Tempus 2. Stability shoes are rarely fun. The Saucony Tempus 2 is a brilliant exception. Pairing a firmer Perrin foam frame with energetic Perrin PB foam in the midsole results in a shoe that provides significant amounts of support without compromising the ability to change pace. The rocker geometry helps keep things moving at faster paces but doesn't feel forced or unnatural when jogging. We found that the shoe feels best at comfortable to moderate paces. It can run fast workouts too, but it starts to get clunky when you're really ripping faster than 5K pace. We loved this shoe for long runs, where the combination of lower weight, excellent cushioning, and sneaky support left us feeling great 2 hours in. Our team noted, "The Tempus reset my expectations for stability shoes. It supports my feet and keeps me solidly locked in place without compromising all the fun in my runs." We don't have a lot of things to complain about with the Tempus 2. The fit runs a little narrow, but we don't think it will be too narrow for most runners. When it comes to shoes, what works for one runner often won't work for the next. That's especially true when it comes to stability shoes. We found that the mid-foot of this shoe was firm but not uncomfortable. Other runners may find that it is actually uncomfortable, which is worth noting. Overall though, this is a top-notch stability trainer that we think will have wide appeal. For runners who plan to race and value stability over pure performance, this shoe could even make their shortlist of race shoes. If the feel of the Tempus 2 isn't quite right for you, but you want a shoe with support, the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 24 is a solid all-arounder that isn't as versatile but may fit your mechanics. Number 5. New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V4. We love the light and responsive ride of the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V4 and are impressed by its responsiveness even without a springy plate hidden inside. The fuel cell foam is soft and bouncy, providing excellent cushioning for longer efforts and engaging pep for workouts. Only the ASICS Superblast 2 has a more responsive spring without a plate, by a slim margin. Nathaniel Bailey, our lead tester, notes, "I almost thought this shoe was plated, because it's so bouncy, fun, and fast." Where the Rebel V4 stands out is in its comfortable usage versatility. The lightweight and stripped-back upper suggests it's meant for fast running, but it has plenty of comfort for easy cruises as well, which is not the norm for speed-centric shoes. We've used the Rebel V4 for everything from long runs to speed workouts, and we think it has excellent versatility. Its toe box is a bit wider to match a wider, stable base that cuts down on any learning curve. Combine all that with a reasonable price tag, and this is a very approachable shoe. Our only gripe is related to fit. The Rebel V4 runs slightly short. We noticed some rubbing on our big toenails during long runs wearing our usual size. Otherwise, the fit is excellent, with plenty of volume in the toe box for runners with wide feet and the ability to get a secure lockdown even if your feet are narrow. If you do have narrow feet, the Hoka Mach 6 is a fairly similar shoe to the Rebel that we also like. It's similarly responsive and lightweight, with a firmer ride. Ultimately, we think the Rebel V4 is a great option for many runners. It can work as a do-it-all shoe or as a non-plated option for faster workouts. We've loved using it for up-tempo long runs thanks to the relaxed yet responsive ride, and while it doesn't have quite as much snap as some plated options, it's close.